Hello again. I am back here with third game of the series. I'm looking at the game between Magnus Carlsen and Yuri Kuzubov from the World Championship for boys under 12. And there is, if you Google like Magnus Carlsen World Champion under 12, there is like already pictures when Magnus was a little kid, and you can see Magnus and Jonne Pomniachtchi with their prizes there, because as I told you last video, Jonne Pomniachtchi won this tournament and Magnus got second, and that would be, they would have a chess rivalry. It's like up with one of the great rivalries like Kramnik against Anand and Karpov and Kasparov. It's that kind of a long chess rivalry, and they have played many interesting games against each other. So let's look here at this game. This is a game against, I believe it's a Ukrainian, Yuri Kuzubov. He also went on to become a strong Grandmaster. Magnus is playing white here, and in Sweden and also in Norway it was quite, this Trompovsky was quite a popular opening. Like nowadays everyone does the London system, but back in 2002 London was considered a little bit too boring actually, and so people thought Trompovsky is a nice way to get some positional play here. Of course, black has many moves, but it's fine to do d5, and white's plan, of course, is to take and give the black the doubled pawn here. Here, of course, e takes f6 is also a fine move. And Magnus plays a little bit more aggressively here. I would think it's a little bit more common probably to do knight f3, e3, maybe c4, and then knight c3. Another setup is like to play with maybe with g3 and e3 and knight e2, something like that. But there are many setups. But let's see how Magnus handles the opening here. And here he plays what I think is quite an interesting move. He realized that black is a little bit after in the developments. He's opening the position here. And we get an interesting sharp game here. So here, I don't know, I guess Magnus might still have been in the theory, but apparently as you can see by the computer lines, if it would knight takes e4, then f5 would come, and the computer thinks it's fine. So he does the move that computer likes the best, which is this check here, bishop b5 check. Black plays bishop here, and Magnus does queen h5. A nice looking move. There is many like tactical stuff here for white. For example, if it was white move, you can see that white could play knight takes e6, because both the d7 bishop and the f7 pawn is pinned. It would also be good for white, of course, to play long castle and get a rook on that file. It seems like the computer wants to play knight c6 here, and it thinks it's quite an even game, but the move that Yuri Kuzubov does, queen b6, looks quite fine, but the computer doesn't like it. So it's normal here to make a long castle. And here black tries to trade queens here with queen c5, and here Magnus has a nice tactic here. I think he takes on e4, and if black takes white's queen, then white will take on f6, of course, and get the queen back. So, and I can't see like black has to try to trade queens here, because white's lead in development is already so strong. So it was a nice tactic that Magnus found here. apparently computer wants to go to d7, but it's already looking a bit bad for black here. He's only 1 pawn up and has the 2 bishop, but his white's lead in development is very big here. And in this position, white took here. And here, for some reason, already here, black got enough and resigned. So it was only 15 moves. You can see that white has strong threats. For example, if it would be white move, it would be checkmate. Knight f5, check, king e8, and knight f6 would mate. The computer thinks king e8 might be the best try here, or bishop h6, f4. But it's anyway, it's quite hard for black to get out here. So computer says it's plus 2.5, but yeah, it's I think it was this. It was a lot of nice forceful moves for white here. It looks like c5 is a little bit too dangerous to open the position here, and Magnus uses that nicely with e4. And here, instead of just taking back like most would do, Magnus realized it's time to check here and develop the queen. And here he sees the tactic, knight takes e4, and if black takes white queen, he does the fork here. And yeah, this is also nice. He gives up the bishop here, which the computer loves, to get this dangerous threat of the knight f5 and then knight f6 mate here. So it was a short game, but I thought it was a good one by Magnus here. So thank you, and see you next episode.